30 years ago. The water was clear. The lake bed, a lot of it was pure white. If you see it from some angles, it'd be this wonderful turquoise blue colour. Oh, it was absolutely pristine. The reed beds were a lot less extensive. There was lots of trout. You go out on the lake and you might get half a dozen trout in an evening. And now, well, now you might get one. But the reeds are encroaching on open water. They've been here as long as I've been here. They've just become a lot more extensive. The reed bed here is probably 10 times what it was 20 years ago. And the same's true for the whole lake, really, with the bulrushes here. They die off, they get washed up in the shallow bays, they decompose, and they form a sediment on the bed of the lake, and eventually the shallow bays become dry land. And also a lot of the bog is being given over to agriculture. And then when it's drained, it releases nutrients into the water table. But that's not the only cause, you know, the sources of nutrient are very diverse.
What's happening in Lough Carra is it's too nutrient rich now, and we're seeing the lake is going green. And the lake bed has what we call marl, a marl crust, which is it's like a chalky substance, and the marl bottom should be almost white. There are references historically of Lough Carra almost being like the Caribbean, you know, that you'd be looking down on this kind of coral reef. This was on a par with the Burren in County Clare. In 2018, the Lough Carra Catchment Association was formed, and this was a community group that came together to try and get some action to reverse or to stop the decline of Lough Carra. And we initiated an application for EU funding under the LIFE programme. And there's a team now that's employed to run the LIFE project that involves a surface water officer, a groundwater officer. There's around 60 farmers now in the catchment that are working with the LIFE project to try and adopt measures that are suitable to help try and stop and reverse the decline of Lough Carra. What we believe is happening now is that the lake is stabilised, but we think it's going to be quite a long time before we'll start to see the lake recover and to see that white marl again. But stopping the decline is the first stage. We've seen the decline in lakes and rivers all around the country. So why is that not being taken seriously? Just having a water treatment plant that will clean things out of the water so we can drink it is not the solution. We're not treating the source of the problem.
Lough Carra is it's very delicate. Marl lakes tend to be. This is probably, or it was, one of the finest marl lakes in Europe. Is it still? I don't know. I'd like to think my children and my children's children will be able to come and see the lake as it was 30 years ago, or even before I knew it, when it was as it was made.